Hi, welcome everybody to this Division 3 playoff match between TheMarioPianist and Shlongster7. I'm joined with Flanders as my co-commentator. Flanders, welcome.
Hello.
How are you today?
I am quite swell because we are commentating another match in the Mario Kart 64 Time Trial 1 Try Division 3 playoffs.
Hell yeah. I'm very excited. This is the second game being played. There's already been one earlier today, but it wasn't on SpeedGaming. This game is with... Sorry, I'll get you to explain these guys' ranks and how they've fared so far in the regular season.
Alright, so in this match we have TheMarioPianist, who is the 6th seed, and Shlongster, who is the 11th seed. Whoever wins this match will go on to face Itchy, who is the 3rd seed, and then whoever loses will face the winner of Tyson versus Mr. Pitt or Fruit Punch Gator. Now, Fruit Punch Gator happens to be the 1st seed, so if you loses that match, then you don't want to lose this match.
Yes. Fruit Punch has been the top seed for almost the entire regular season, I'm pretty sure. So I think he's, with the current standing now in people's ranks, I think he's ranked about, I think he's 3rd at the moment. So been a bit of shuffling going on with people's ranks so far. So it's been pretty interesting just how it's gone so far. Just having a bit of trouble with Shlongster's screen. Just might need to be cropped a little bit just to fit the screen. See if we can get that sorted. TMPs is fine as well. So the format of this match, it's basically a tennis style. Excuse me. It's basically a tennis style match. Each player takes turn in picking tracks, and the winner of the track gets a point, and best of 5 sets, and it's best of 7 per set. So whoever gets to 4 first will take a set, and yeah, whoever gets to 3 sets first will take the match.
I also think it's important to point out, some of you might be asking, what are these little rectangles at the bottom that say SC and flap? Well, so those are your jokers. They are the shortcut joker, which basically makes the race, instead of a normal race, it makes you can do any lap skip you want. And then there is the flap joker, which basically makes the race 1 lap instead of 3. So these jokers can only be used once, but can be very advantageous if you use them properly.
Yeah, generally interesting to see where people do pick them. I can't imagine it's going to matter too much in this rank. There's quite a significant ranking difference between Shlongster and TMP. And I'm not sure if Shlongster's that well versed in shortcut things. I know TMP has been doing shortcuts a lot lately, so flap jokers might be more his pick, but yeah, I don't think shortcuts. Don't think you'll see Shlongster pick a. Think you'll see Shlongster pick a shortcut track on this one.
is Device Manager open? I never opened Device.
Alright, just waiting on Shlongster for a moment still. He's currently halfway through a warm-up, so it might be... Here we go. He's doing it now.
Dang, okay, I see you, Shlongster, with that out-of-nowhere flat PR.
Did he really? Sign of things to come, that's good.
Alright, and with that, I believe we are finally good to go on this match. Apologies for the wait.
Shlongster waking up about 10 minutes before the scheduled match was about to start, so he's been a little bit rushed. Unfortunately,
yeah.
But we're all sorted now. So just another thing for those who are interested in how the match format's set out is each player gets one pick of a track per 2 sets, but they can't have the same match picked in the same set. So Shlongster can pick Luigi Raceway in set 1, but Carson can't, TMP can't pick it until set 2. Then after the second set, so when the third set commences, they're able to pick all tracks all over again, and then again in the 5th set. So you won't see too many double ups on sets. Probably at all. The likelihood of a set being picked twice is pretty low. We'll see TMP on the left. He will pick the longer tracks most likely. Being the higher ranked player, he will definitely be picking longer tracks because his rank is so much better than Shlongster's. Shlongster will want to go for the higher variance tracks like Moo Farm, anything with difficult angles and cuts, Sherbet Land, falling in the water, things like that. Yeah. The
or something like Koopa Trooper Beach, which happens to be Shlongster's first pick of the match. I'm gonna go ahead and get them counted down right now. There is a little bit of delay on the stream, so you won't see the restart for a few seconds, but
yes, everyone's very excited for this.
0-second time on Koopa Trooper Beach. Honestly impressive.
Oh wow, that is very impressive, isn't it? I can only imagine he's racing.
I think this match is going to be close, honestly, if he's that good.
Yeah, it's a no contest.
Perfect sync.
All right, we're away. Carson just getting the better angle there on his start room. You're probably going to see that just with the ranking difference between TMP and Shlongster. Yeah, he's probably 500 ranks difference, and
both players missing the tunnel jump and opting not to go for the backup. That shakes it up a little bit, but I still think MarioPianist has a commanding lead.
Ooh,
but he hit the tree.
Yeah.
And then cancels the mushroom too.
So Shlongster hits the crab, but it gets faster. So that's probably why you saw his time in his warm up be a PR, because his tracks are all reset. So we'll see if TMP gets the cave again. Gets a bit of a wonky angle, but nails it in the end. So does Shlong. Very nice. I think Shlongster really needs to hit it the last lap, and TMP needs to fail this lap here too for probably to be any chance of Shlongster to get back in this one.
By the way, if we ever refer to a Carson during this match, the Carson is the Mario Pianist.
Yeah, I keep using first names. I know them all on first name basis. So TMP gets the last one, which is good. Clean exit and a nice.
We guarantee his win, especially considering Shlongster missed it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So not a bad pick by
like
Shlongster there. Just unfortunately didn't
Mario
quite get
Pianist. Will take home a win on the first track.
Okay, over to TMP's pick now.
Something I'd like to point out is that, since Shlongster is the lower or higher, I don't know, speed, he does get the first pick. And he picked Super Turbo Beach, but he lost Super Turbo Beach. And since picks are alternating, that means that you can win a track and then get a track pick. And your track pick is probably going to go in your favor. So, winning the other person's track pick is just can be like absolutely huge, especially in close situations.
Yeah. So yeah, essentially back to that tennis style format. You break their serve and you get that advantage because it's your serve next. So yeah, definitely really important. Would have been a good opportunity for Shlongster to take an early win, but not to be this time around. And our next track is Royal Raceway. These are the kind of tracks you expect TMP to pick. It's about oh no, you're on NTSC, aren't you? It's about 2.5 minutes long, so just pure driving. Not a lot of risk and variance in these kind of tracks here. So
yeah, Royal Raceway is basically just like completely down to whoever has better driving. And the Mario Pianist, no offense, is just like a much better player than Shlongster. And so yeah.
There's a couple little things you can get snagged on, a few walls that can cost you. A small water trap if you go too wide in one spot, but I doubt they'd get hung up on something like that. And you can see TMP's doing the SSMTs on the bridge there, so he's getting those kind of boosts. Yeah, Shlongster just driving dead straight.
Glad that you mentioned SSMTs there, because basically, in case you don't know, you might notice how like randomly when these players are turning, there's like letters coming out of the bottom of their carts. Basically, what happens in this game is if you hold the drift button and then move your joystick back and forth, you can charge up a mini turbo. And if you charge the sparks up to orange, you release the mini turbo and get a little bit of a speed boost. And then SS and SSMT is a straight stretch mini turbo. So if you drift on a straightaway, you get a mini turbo out of it, you can get a little speed boost, but you're not just driving straight and you're actually building up some speed.
That's right. And you can see by TMP's got his speedometer on the bottom right corner of his capture there. Just driving normally, you're about at 60 k's an hour. When you do get a mini turbo boost, it goes up to about 80 for a brief time. So yeah, they want to get good timing on those and lots of them as well. So it's getting a lot of grass there, TMP at the moment, but pretty safely in the lead.
Yeah, quite the lead here. Very good shroom from him.
Yep.
And Shlongster hits the piranha.
Oh,
gets stuck behind the ramp. All right.
Yeah.
Looks like Mario Pianist is basically a lock for this one and is going to take it to 2-0.
Yep. So I don't actually know what the ranking difference is between these two. I'm pretty sure TMP's just snuck into the top 200, and I reckon Shlongster's somewhere in the mid 700 ranks. So 550 ranks difference between them is going to show pretty heavily in this, I think, for sure.
Right, so it looks like Shlongster is now going to go to Bowser's Castle. This is another high variance track. There's a lot of things that can go wrong here. You can get stuck on several walls. There's these very narrow bridges, 2 of them. And then if you fall off of the bridge, then you go into lava, and that costs quite a few seconds. There's swamps moving, and there's a couple swamps that are actually targeting you.
Yep.
And if you hit one of those, then it's really bad. So high variance track here. Logical pick from Shlongster.
Yeah. And you'll see most of the moving items. Excuse me. Most of the moving items in this game are on cycles. All the thwomps are on cycles. Around about an 8-second cycle, so you know what pace you're on generally. If you're slower, but if you're faster than normal, your cycles tend to be all over the shop. So yeah, one little wall hit or thwomp hit or something like that can really throw your cycles out here. So TMP just wanted to be as clean as possible. Shlongster obviously wanting TMP to hit as many as possible as well.
TheMarioPianist hitting a wall on the mushroom there. Looks like Shlongster actually has a slight lead, especially considering TheMarioPianist just hit the lump. Shlongster is breaking away.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants. So now his cycle's going to be a little bit out. He'll probably catch him just on pure pace, but not knowing what his exact cycle speed is.
Again, at the same time, yeah, Carson could make another mistake like that, so...
Yeah, that's right. Shlongster's just got to keep clean.
Shlongster winning by about a second and a half, actually quite a bit more than that on the first lap.
Ooh. And he hits another one. Ooh,
yeah, TheMarioPianist thinking another thwomp here.
So it'll cost another 2 seconds, but he just had a really bad. Ooh, so did Carson. Had a really bad bottom of the stairs there. So
yeah, Shlongster and TheMarioPianist both got stuck at the wall at the bottom of the stairs there. I've gotten stuck on the opposing wall several times, but never that one. But it looks like Shlongster was stuck for longer. That rhymed. I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, he did gain a little bit of time there. Shlongster now hoping not to hit a thwomp. Not have the cleanest driving though.
Oh, just something. Okay, this is going to be very, very close. Super close. He needs to have really clean driving here. I reckon he's going to catch him in the end. He passes him just about now. Damn, this is close. They both. I think he's got him. Oh,
what a close race. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see.
That was a very, very close match. So Shlongster's driving was just a little bit cleaner. Only had to be not even half a second cleaner.
No. Although there is a massive rank difference between these two. Since there's a massive rank difference between these two, it shouldn't really be surprising if the Mario Pianist gets a large blowout here. But at the same time, though, Shlongster just proved that he can keep a race close. So maybe he will take home a win or two here. You never know.
And that's just purely not making major mistakes. So you saw TMP just made one mistake at the start and it completely threw him off. He hit 2 thwomps. But lucky for him, he's got significantly more skilled driving on his side. So he was able to just peg it back. She just did enough to get it.
All right, and now the Mario Pianist on the point to potentially win the set is going to Luigi Raceway. All the Raceway tracks really are more driving-based tracks.
This is the most low variance track in the entire game, being the first game straight out of the blocks.
There's like no cycles, no anything. The only thing that can really matter is so we might see some varying shroom strategies here. You can either do the safe strat, which is using 3 mushrooms on lap 1 through the grass at the end, or using 2 on lap 1 and then using 1 on lap 3.
Yep.
It looks like Shlongster opted for the strat to use all 3 on 1 lap. We'll have a slight lead because of that, but remember, the Mario Pianist does have a 2 shroom advantage. Now, on that 1 shroom you saw from him, you may have noticed that he ran into the wall after the shroom ended. That's intentional. Sometimes if you run into the wall, you get what's called a mystery boost, and you just like gain a little bit of speed for no reason. And then, yeah, that's how you can functionally use 1 shroom there. If you hit the wall while your mushroom is being used, then your mushroom cancels, which means it just doesn't mushroom anymore. And then, so that can cause quite a lot of loss of speed considering you're in the off-road. So Mario Pianist with a commanding lead here. Gonna need a severe choke to lose this race.
Yeah. Can't really see it happening from here. Bit of sand at the end, but not enough.
And Mario Pianist gets a 4-0 set win with a 2-second victory on Luigi Raceway.
Yep. Which doesn't seem like a lot overall, but on this track, a 0.5 victory is still quite a decent victory because it's so low variance. There's just nothing in it really. So the higher up in the ranks you are, the tighter the matches become, for sure.
That really is like.
Sorry. You go.
Kind of, yeah, like a moral victory for Shlongster. Like, okay, I lost by 2 seconds, but on a basically skill-based track against a player who's much higher ranked than me. So, like.
Yep. So we'll go back to Shlongster's pick now for the new set. Can't pick any tracks he's already picked. But now TMP is able to pick tracks that he picked in the first set.
All right. So, Shlongster now going to Frappe A, however you want to say it. I'm gonna say it Frappe A because that's how I've always said it. Snowland. And this track is an interesting one because there's this mushroom strategy where you use a mushroom and then you jump over this hill, and then you can take a really inside route for the mushroom. But if you mess that up, you can go into the out of bounds and lose several seconds. And also, right before the where you usually use the mushroom, there are a bunch of snowmen, and if you hit it, your cart explodes into the air. Don't know why that happens, it just does.
Very interesting property in the game series, isn't it? That snowman just blow up all of a sudden.
Should I bring up an old quote that I had in my match against Shlongster?
While you're doing that, we'll see TMP take about a 4-second lap lead on lap 1. So again, showing that his driving is just far more better. I don't think Shlongster7 plays it very much. He's quite occupied in half a dozen tournaments, so he doesn't get a lot of time to play this. I know he joined the tournament. Oh, when you see him hit a snowman there and explode. Yeah, you see Shlongster does play a lot of other games. He's one of my buddies from another game, and he joined with another friend of mine. So yeah, he's done pretty well. He's taken a few game wins off people, so he generally doesn't get clean sweep all the time. So good little moral victories when he does pinch a track or two off better ranked players. Carson, TMP, just hitting a snowman there. Probably not going to make a difference overall. Unless he falls in the water, which I highly doubt it at this bridge here. It's going to be... If he doesn't, nicely done. And he finishes with a 147.96. And Shlong rolls in with a 156.42. So about an almost 9-second difference there. Okay, that's a win to TMP.
All right, so
TMP opting with Mario Raceway. And he's opting to do all the mushroom cuts here. So basically what the mushroom cuts are, there's a little hairpin with a large mushroom in between, and you can opt to either go around it as the safe strat or cutting through it between that and the wall. Saves a fair bit of time, probably about a second, maybe a second and a half's worth of time. So he said he's going to go for it, he's going to risk it, which will be... could be a chance to pinch a game from the Shlongster.
yeah, if you fail that little mushroom cut on the U-turn, you can either hit the piranha or get stuck on the wall. Yep. Both of which cost several seconds. So, depending on who goes for it, who doesn't, Shlongster could actually reasonably win this race, even though Mario Raceway is normally more of a driving course.
Yeah. So, even though TMP didn't quite get it, oh, he got the second one very nicely though. He didn't get the first one clean, but he did get the bonk and back through pretty quickly. So, didn't really cost him that much time, and he's still a fair way ahead of Shlongster at the moment. A really bad
Shlongster
third
also
one.
Shlongster also is not having the best shrooms. Kind of angling them a little bit weird, but TheMarioPianist hitting a piranha, but not going to cost him much at all.
Yeah.
Oh, but he does hit one in the off-road, but canceling a shroom. But I still think he is going to win, and yes, he does. Taking home a 4-second victory, 4.5 second actually, to make the set 2-0.
Yep. So not bad. I like that from TMP. I think the deeper he's wanting to go into the playoffs, the more likely a strategy like that's probably going to have to come out. I know I'm probably gonna do it. Even just getting one of the 3 clean, and then doing 2 safe ones, probably going to be enough if someone does really good driving without doing a mushroom putt. So pretty good there. I like it.
All right. So next up from Shlongster, have Toad's Turnpike. Now, this is a very interesting course because there are cars and trucks cycling around the track. I think it's important to point out that they don't actually go anywhere. They just kind of like loop around the track. Kind of stupid. Why would you drive if you're not going anywhere? That's besides the point. If a player hits one of these cars or trucks or buses, then they will lose several seconds. And oftentimes when you're trying to take an optimal line, you're risking hitting one of these vehicles. So definitely a smart pick from Shlongster. But it will really come down to whoever hits less cars. And as I say that, Shlongster hits a truck. Very unfortunate, but still could catch up reasonably.
Yep. Apart from the vehicles, it's a fairly low variance track. There's one part right at the end where there's a large cluster of vehicles as you're trying to cross the finish line. That's probably the one major spot that they might get, well, TMP anyway, will get hung up on. Shroom locations don't really matter that much. There's no optimal place to use them. Just drifting and using them around a bend is the most preferred method, but there's no particular spot. And it'd be interesting to see if you get to fast lap, because generally do use all 3 shrooms on.
The TheMarioPianist singing a buzz.
Ooh.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter where you use the mushrooms here, as long as you use them around a turn. Because the little fun fact, for whatever reason, if you shroom while you're drifting, it's actually faster than just shrooming normally on like a straightaway or something. So since you're always going to be drifting around a turn, then it is faster to shroom around a turn.
Yeah. So I've just linked, for any of those who are interested, I've just linked the bracket for this playoff finals series too, just in the chat. So if you want to check that out too, you're more than welcome to have a look. I didn't see what the lead difference was, but it's probably about 6 or so seconds maybe at this point. Probably about that. 16 at that line.
As long as TheMarioPianist can hit like 5 cars in a row here, you should be fine.
Very unlikely, but you'll probably see a small cluster of...
Oh, hitting a truck.
Oh, really?
Having to thread the needle here and hitting a bus. Oh my gosh, this one might be close.
Oh, probably not quite enough still.
By under a second.
Wow. There you go. That was that cluster. That was that cluster of traffic right at the end there. It does seem to cause some people a bit of trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
But did enough with the rest of the track.
You have to basically thread the needle on at that ending. And if you mess it up, you lose several seconds, so...
Yeah. But did enough with his driving throughout the rest of the track to do enough to take the win, so... So we're at 3-0 in the second set.
Looks like,
TMP going with Moo Farm. Very interesting pick. Generally, you don't see this from the higher ranked player. Generally, it's a lower ranked player's track because the miles are random. So it can cause some players a few issues there. So one of two tracks that has a random element in the game. This one having the moles, which are random, where they pop out of holes. The other one is at KTB, where the crabs shuffle around from side to side randomly, but generally not that big of an issue for players compared to Moo Farm. So place your bets, guys, on how many... What's that, sorry?
If you hit a crab on Koopa Troopa Beach, then it only costs you like a second or like less. But if you hit a mole on Moo Farm, even with like a really good recovery, it still costs you like upwards of 2 seconds. Yeah. And MarioPianist does hit a mole on lap 1. It hit another one. Shlongster has quite the lead now. Hopefully he can hold on to it. But
yep. And you might see TMP go a bit more aggressive now. So he might get another mole hit. So who knows?
So on this track, you usually see players do one of things. They either play it safe and then go around the moles, or like play a risky and take inside route.
Yeah.
Like with the inside route, if you do it successfully, then it saves quite a bit of time. But if you hit a mole, then you lose quite a bit of time. So.
Yep. And Carson, TMP already catching up Shlong, and he hits it.
Hitting the mole.
Come on, Shlong, come on. I think he's going to take it. He will.
Very close race, being decided by about half a second.
Well, GG to Shlongster does take the high variance track. Very, very nice.
So will not be cleanly swept in this match. Which moral victories, guys, moral victories. I participated in this tournament and I got clean swept either 2 or 3 times. I honestly don't remember, and I'm glad I don't.
I think it was only once, right at the end, wasn't it? I reckon you nearly took one game at least off everybody.
No, I got clean swept by Ishi and Brad, and I might have gotten clean swept by someone else. I don't know.
I reckon iMath.
Anyway,
I reckon iMath.
No.
Yeah. But you're good enough to get one win out of it, so Not too bad. I think Shlongster was the same. I think he all but maybe one match he didn't get clean swept. So.
All right, and speaking of Shlongster, he's now going to Sherbetland. Very interesting track to pick. Has quite a bit of variance. So first of all, there is a little crack jump. So there's little cracks on the turns. If you jump over them, you can save like fractions of a second, which since there's several of them on the track, then it slowly adds up over time. But if you fail those, you fall in the water and lose like 5 seconds or something stupid. And then there's these penguins like spinning around as penguins do. And if you hit a penguin, you spin out, lose some seconds. If you're shrooming and hit a penguin, you don't spin out, but your mushroom does get canceled. So no matter what, penguins can be very costly.
Yeah.
Shlongster taking an interesting turn. They're going kind of wide. MarioPianist is probably going to have quite the lead here.
34.11 to 38. Yeah, nearly 4 seconds just on this one lap alone. He does snag a penguin.
Yeah, very unfortunate there for Carson. And he hits another one. Shlongster will likely be going back in the lead, but he does take a wide route.
Yep.
So I think MarioPianist is barely holding on.
And he falls in the water. Oh, Shlongster's big chance right now. So he'll have about 5 or 6 seconds maybe lead on Carson. TMP.
Shlongster needs to play it safe big time here, and then he should be able to clutch out a victory as long as he has acceptable driving.
His lead might just be enough. I think it will be enough, just as long as he doesn't hit a penguin at all, which that's a good one there. Goes well wide.
Wait, MarioPianist is catching up.
He's quite, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, I think it's too, and he falls in anyway.
And MarioPianist falling in the water, that basically secures the match for Shlongster, taking home his second win of the day.
2 for Shlong, wow. So again, another higher variance track does the job for him. Very nice. I think I saw a little swag ending there from TMP. Yeah, that's right. TMP, very much the faster driver, but just not being quite as clean, and probably just being under pressure. If he makes one big mistake, you feel like he's got to risk it a bit more. And then, as you saw, two times he fell in the water. So, he just has to probably settle the nerves and just do clean driving. Basic clean driving will do it. But being a competition, you kind of want to drive home how good you are to try and send a message to the other guys in the competition that you mean a bit more business. I'm going to Yoshi Valley.
Yes, and not only that, Carson is using his, the MarioPianist is using his shortcut Joker. This means that basically all lap skip in the game can be done. So,
which is interesting because if TMP doesn't get it, Shlongster basically just has to do easy driving around and he'll probably win it comfortably.
Yeah.
Pretty difficult. It's a pretty difficult shortcut, I think, this one. He's got a lot of time to line up.
There quite a bit.
Yeah.
So MarioPianist does have an incentive to take a sweet time to line up. Looks like he got the first shortcut there. And Shlongster falling off at the hairpin jump.
Yeah.
So, the TheMarioPianist definitely has an excuse to,
Gets the second one, so that's pretty good. A better driver would probably put TMP under a lot more pressure, and trying to do his setup a lot quicker, which will cause a mistake. I think he's cool.
Honestly, the TheMarioPianist could just drive around. Maybe go for the.
Looks like he got the 3 out of 3. Yeah, pretty comfortably. So
3 out of 3, but person did take his time. Makes sense. Trying to play it safe.
So that'll be the set win for TMP.
Yes, the TheMarioPianist taking home his second set win. All he needs to do is win 1 more set or 4 more races to take home a victory in this match.
Also just saying what not to do in Yoshi Valley with a 2:10.47.
So the pressure is now super on for Shlongster. He needs to just not let Carson win 4 races in any capacity, because if he does, then he is just done for.
As I mentioned earlier, all the track sets are back on the table, so everyone can pick their original picks again, being the 3rd set. So Shlongster with his first picks going back to Toad's Turnpike. One that did cause TMP a fair bit of trouble in the end, but feeling he'll play it a lot more safer than what he did last time in TMP.
Shlongster says he needs revenge, which makes sense after that nail biter of a loss. And TheMarioPianist says he needs revenge on the vehicles, so I think Shlongster a bit to start there. Don't know what that was all about, but
Fair sync difference there between them. I'm not sure what happened there, but so we'll see TMP be a lot further ahead than Shlongster, but he did start a fair amount later than TMP, so I can provide you with what the differences are throughout. You can see TMP doing lots of mini turbos around the bends. You want to spam them as quickly and as efficiently as you can around these bends. take a fairly sizable lead already. Just watch the shroom, just cancelling there, hitting a wall.
Cleanest driving from Shlongster, it looks like.
Pretty nice driving from TMP so far. I think he'll be significantly further ahead than the last race.
Yeah. So all Mario Pianist needs to do now is just not hit a million cars, and he should get an easy victory here.
That's right, yeah. There'll be a fair clutch at the end, but it's probably not going to be enough. It's almost 6 seconds difference. Taking this one a bit more safe. Easy through the middle. Just
Press
hitting
the needle and finishes the race. Now, Shlongster hasn't finished yet, but I'm pretty sure the Mario Pianist did win.
Yeah.
The Mario Pianist did in fact win. Shlongster unable to make it between the vehicles to end the race. And that's going to be a 10-second victory for the Mario Pianist.
Yeah, quite a significant victory there, yeah.
Now, the Mario Pianist only needs to win 3 more races.
Yeah, TMP actually... Oh no, sorry, I thought that might have been pretty close to power. I was a little bit off,
but yeah, so Mario Pianist needs to win only 3 races now, and he's taking this home.
TMP taking us back to KTB.
He wants to get revenge with the tunnel. And apparently he also has Dossie's child. Sure.
Just waiting for them to start up. Oh, they both go. Pretty good sync there. Shlongster getting a far better start than last time, but a little bit all over the shop around these initial corners.
Last time these two played, although this track, although the Mario Pianist did win, Shlongster did have a brief lead at some point. So Shlongster definitely has the potential in him to win this race.
TMP might, just after that crab hit, just feel a little bit of pressure that he's got to get this cave. Probably about a second and a half in front of Shlongster now. He gets a bad angle there, and he's missed, and so does Shlongster. No! Oh, that's heartbreaking.
An absolute casualty on both ends of this. So
Shlongster's big opportunity to take it there. Probably would have done enough just with his driving style alone to win it. But now I reckon TMP is going to be well under pressure. to take it. Not sure whether he's watching the restream and whether he knows whether Shlongster got it or not, but
Mario Pianist, yeah.
Yes.
All right, and that's what Mario Pianist is.
Very sketchy from TMP, but yeah.
Is locked to win. So now the Mario Pianist only needs 2 more races to win. The pressure is super on for Shlongster. Because if he because there are no more than 5 races left in the set, and if he lets the Mario Pianist win 2 of them, then he's down and out. So,
and we'll be going back to a track favourite for Shlongster. We'll be going back to Sherbetland.
Yes. Shlongster picked that with an evil smiley face emoticon. So, crap, I need to count down. Right.
So, TMP having some pretty awful driving. Well, sorry, he drove well, but didn't execute very well with crack jumps and falling in the water. So,
yeah, he did have some extremely time-costing mistakes on his original go-around Sherbetland that eventually caused him the race. So if he cleans up on those mistakes, then there's a good chance he wins. But if he doesn't, then Shlongster will probably win. So
one penguin hit might just get a bit of doubt in his mind and cause a couple of mistakes. Shlongster's driving so far has been a lot better on this time around Sherbetland than his first one. So still opting to go right around those penguins though. Not optimal at all, but so clean first lap from TMP, good. It's still about a 4-second difference maybe. Did hit that penguin last time TMP and he makes it past, so that's a good sign. Probably a lock, I would say at the moment, TMP, but anything can happen. There's some serious activity going on TMP's end for him to lose this one. Between there, it's about up to a fall in the water that'll cost him. And gets past pretty easy. We'll see a swag finish, I'm sure. Yep.
Bag. Honestly, I think the winner of this tournament should actually be based on whoever has the most swag finishes. Because, like, no one wants to see someone finish the normal way. Everyone wants to see you finish the swag way. So, like, it should be based on swag finishes, honestly. That's my personal take. And if you disagree, then please get off the stream. No one likes you here. Just kidding.
Alrighty. 3-0 match point now for TMP.
Yeah. With just one more race win, then MarioPianist will take
Alrighty.
Dude, I don't get it. Why is he so toxic to you?
TMP? No,
so much
we love
extreme amounts of shade at Dosty in our little group chat. So,
So we're going to the longest track in the game to finish off. Rainbow Road. It'll be about 5.5 minutes of absolute madness, I'm sure. So yeah, it'll be, well, there won't be much to talk about in this. There are a few chain chomps that are on cycles that do cost, what, about 2.5 seconds maybe when you hit one. Overall though, I think TMP's driving will be significant. He could probably hit multiple ones and not cost him that much. So
yeah, this track is basically almost entirely driving based.
Yep.
So, and from what we've seen so far, TheMarioPianist has better driving. So, but it looks to me like Shlongster is keeping it moderately close. Not sure if any have TheMarioPianist end, but
the extra SSMTs.
Shlongster trying to be extremely hard to evade that chomp. However, it ultimately was the end of him. So he is trailing by quite a bit now. He's gonna have to rely on some really good driving and having TheMarioPianist hit some chompers. So
yeah. You can just see with TMP's driving, he cuts it a lot closer to the fence and a lot less fence hits compared to Shlongster. When you see very high top level players, they cut it so close to the fence, it's almost unimaginable from our division's perspective. But
yeah, like the casual viewer, like someone who like doesn't really play this game much at all, it doesn't look that different, but not much different. But trust me, if you drive just a little bit tighter, it saves a little bit of time, and especially on a long track like this, that time just builds up and builds up and builds up. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if TheMarioPianist wins this by like 10 seconds or something stupid.
Probably a little bit more than that, yeah. Probably got a 4 or 5 second lead already, so I would nearly even say it could be closer to 12 or 15 seconds.
TheMarioPianist playing it, taking it kind of wide around the chomp there. Shlongster finally using his first shroom, but hits a chomp who is now in quite the hole. Hopefully can recover, but at this rate, it looks like TheMarioPianist is going to win by a margin of several seconds.
Yeah. I think it's about it's almost 15 seconds now, I think. No, 10 seconds.
Shlongster taking the third chomp of the run.
Yep. DMP was some really nice driving actually. I'm very impressed. 201. I'm gonna look up what his actual PR is because he might get fairly close to it, I think.
Shlongster nearly hitting worth chomp there, but I mean, by the looks of it, Shlongster is behind by about like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And as long as there's no like extremely bad mistakes on the TheMarioPianist, and that lead is probably gonna grow by even more.
Yep. So Carson TMP's Rainbow Road 3 lap is a 5:04.72. So I think I saw a 1:32 lap. So he might not get it unless he gets some really good driving coming up.
He had barely avoiding a chomp. He barely avoided a chomp earlier in lap 2. It looks like he has good chomp evading skills. After just evading that one, but taking the turn after wide. And this takes another wide turn to avoid a chomp. Makes sense.
So I think it's a lock. TMP surely can't lose it from here.
And he is on the final stretch, and he will win the race. He will win the set. He will win the match. That's all match.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some game audio.
They just switched it to Shlongster, I think. Just for the reminder. And as you can see, it's 30. It was 30 seconds in the end, so just about a pretty significant win there by TMP. We might see if they want to do any commentary at the end here.
Alright, I just sent the link out to them, so should be in no time.
What?
Hello.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Shlongster.
Wonderful, wonderful people.
First of all, congratulations, TMP, on a nice, pretty solid victory, I would think.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't, props to Shlongster. He had me scared in set 2 because I started forgetting how to drive, and I spent more time in I spent more time in the water than on the track on my first run through Sherbetland. So, but yeah, well played, I think, on both sides. I don't know how well those times would really pit me against Itchy next week when we have to schedule that, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, or I'll fall in the water. But anyways.
Yeah, GG, that was really fun.
Yeah.
So like, I just hate it when I forget how to drive. Like when I'm like on the highway, like going 70, and I just forget how to drive. Hate it when that happens.
Well, hopefully you're not forgetting how to drive and making a colossal mistake. That'd be really bad.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Shlongster, any thoughts with you on the match there?
For me, it just makes me think like I need to practice more. Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
recently
I was saying before the race started that you've probably got half a dozen tournaments and races that.
Actually, this is like the only tournament going on right now. All the other tournaments have ended. But thankfully, this is the only tournament. But
Shlongster moving up in life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Going up in life, doing tournaments and stuff. But yeah, I think just me being like super. I mean, I shouldn't use this as an excuse, but like I've been like focused on this 301 that's happening at the end of the month. So like I'm like, you guys know what 301 is, right?
Yeah. So Banjo-Kazooie.
Wait, never mind. I remember what it is.
Banjo-Kazooie 100%, Banjo-Tooie, and DK 101%. I think it is.
Yeah. I've been like trying to get good times on that, but definitely should put more. I definitely should put some time into Mario Kart too, like some practicing shroom strats. Like I don't know where my shrooms were in each of these maps. I was like, what am I doing? And sometimes I would forget to.
I think it's just. Memory. I think it just comes down to simple, basic driving. Could get you over the line enough. Just put a little bit of pressure on the higher ranked player sometimes.
Definitely. Like I was like, I know he slips and slides in SL. I better pick SL.
Yeah, for real. I think if you get, we'll see where you come around to like next season. But like, even if we're in different divisions, I would definitely set up an exhibition with you. I think you could take at least one set, if not a match against me, if you get that chance to put a little more time in.
Yeah, definitely need to practice more. See, and maybe like watch some videos of what people do and try to like image it or mirror it.
For sure.
Yeah. It's really fun. Like I don't know. Like I felt triggered because like my times were deleted for some reason. Like, have you guys ever heard this? Like turn on your N64 game and everything's deleted unless you reset it.
No. It does happen, but I've never had it happen to me.
I've never had it happen. The only time I actually saw that was when like I was messing around with like a saves editor on emulator, and I accidentally did that to all my times. But yeah, I've never seen that actually happen on console, so that's really funny. Well, not funny for you, but funny for us.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. but like. It feels so good to like get PRs and stuff like when I am practicing, so definitely gotta keep doing it. But I know I can get like I can probably boost up to the top 500 maybe. That'd be epic.
Yeah.
I forget. Did you have any PRs this match?
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't know because everything's deleted.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
I wish I would know.
So just looking at the schedule of two guys, so Shlongster drops down into the losers bracket.
It's double elimination? Yes!
Yeah, double elimination. And you might be able to hear Carson's dog in the background just singing out his praises to it. So TMP now goes to play Itchy in round 2. Shlongster drops into the losers bracket and will play the loser of Fruit Punch Gator or Mr. Pitt and Tyson, who still have to play their match. So Shlongster
they're all pretty good.
Yeah, so either Tyson, Pitt, or FPG is going to be your next opponent. So.
Exciting.
Yeah. So,
well,
hopefully get to play Tyson, the friendship rivalry there would be very nice to see.
Exactly. I faced my nephew.
Yeah.
Nephew Tyson.
Yeah, I think an important point we have to make right here is we have to understand as to why Rainbow Road was picked on the last course. You see, it would have been an absolute travesty. I know how devastated Dossie would have been if Rainbow Road did not get played in its entirety. So
he really wanted it. He was like in messages like, "Please pick Rainbow Road," and we're like, "All right, geez, man." Hey.
Yeah. I mean, like we really didn't want to do it, but got to do it for one of our favorite commentators.
Joke's on you, because I like all trucks but Moo Farm. So
Mr. Pitt has entered the chat.
Yeah. No, I actually like Rainbow Road. I like all the tracks except for Moo Farm. So.
Fuck the moles, dude.
Yeah. You guys got any closing comments before we shut off the stream?
Man, just GG's to Appa 8 Momo. That was pretty kicks ass.
Thank you very much. It was a great match from you too, Shlongster, and
thank you.
I hope to have more in the future.
Hell yeah, man. We can do some like offline matches sometime.
Yeah, for sure. As long as you're awake.
Yeah. True.
Just messing. Time zones are fun. But anyways.
Dude, why do time zones exist, honestly? Like,
exactly.
who actually made them?
Who invented them?
I feel like we could function as a society if we didn't have time zones. But
Exactly.
I think it's functioning
Alright.
pretty well now anyway.
Time is relative, but anyway, I think without further, I think we can sign off here. Yeah.
Sure.
Thanks to Dossie and Flanders for commentating.
No problem.
Appreciate all you guys do.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And
Yeah,
thanks
well,
to SpeedGaming, of course.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Putting
thanks,
that on,
SpeedGaming. Wouldn't be here without you.
Hi, Mom.
We'll see all you
Yeah,
guys
hi Mom. I
in
know
the
you're not
next-
watching. You're actually asleep right now. But hi Mom. Glad you got me here.
Yeah, we'll see you all guys in the next match. I don't think there's another one scheduled just yet. There is one between Mr. Pitt and Tyson, but it won't be on speed gaming because of PAL and NTSC. So
Right.
yeah. Very good. Oh, and I think Pixie's match with Flanders. Have you guys scheduled that match yet?
I don't think either of them can stream anyway.
Yes, that's true.
About that. Our match was
Sorry, one
supposed to be today, but then I forgot I had something to do. Which was completely my fault, honestly. So I just voluntarily forfeited. I'm pretty sure Pixie clean swept me actually. So
Well, you can reschedule. That's no issue. Anyway.
difficult. It requires effort. Do you really think I put effort into things?
Fair point.
Alrighty, we might sign off there, I think, guys.
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah, alrighty.
Alrighty.
Peace out.
What's up, guys? Catch you later.
Laters.
Stay cool.